The trailer for Detective Pikachu is finally out, and it looks incredibly promising. It's a live-action feature film that looks as if it's finally cracked the code on how to create a live-action Pokemon film that looks legit. There are a bunch of little details in the trailer that made it feel right at home in the Pokemon world too. So today, we're counting down the top 10 Easter eggs you missed in Detective Pikachu. Some of them are obvious, and some of them are just simply references. So with that in mind, let's jump in. Starting us off in at number 10, the fight posters. Early on in the trailer at Tim's apartment, we see that he's got a ton of fight posters plastered around the walls. While it's cool to know that this world is one that cares about battling Pokemon just as much as the games do, and that this is a nice realistic spin on Pokemon battles a la real fight matches, there's one detail that stands out above the rest. On some of the posters, you'll recognize some names of Pokemon who are legendary Pokemon, specifically Rayquaza, which also appears on the wall as a graphic that Tim has hung up, and Articuno. This means that we're in a world which legendary Pokemon have been found and tamed. And this may actually bring up grander questions if this cinematic world continues into other Pokemon films too, depending on how the success of Detective Pikachu goes. Here's hoping. Moving on to number 9, Sherlock Holmes. Perhaps the most obvious reference when it comes to Detective Pikachu, both the film and the game, is the fact that Pikachu is wearing a detective hat. That hat is, of course, a Sherlock Holmes reference. While this is a given and you're probably like, come on, that's an Easter egg, if you're one of the few out there who didn't know that, well, there you go. Now you know. Also, go learn more about Sherlock Holmes. He isn't just a dude that Benedict Cumberbatch plays on TV, just saying. Moving on to number 8, Rhyme City. While the movie was shot in locations that include London, England, the narrative takes place in Rhyme City, which is the same city that Detective Pikachu's game takes place in too. It's most famous for being home to the annual Pokemon Carnival, which attracts world-class ships to observe it. Based on one shot in the trailer, we know carnival activities will be happening, since there's large blow-up Pokemon balloons being set up in the background. It's also one of the cities whose location in the Pokemon regions is unknown, although we do know that it exists in the same world as other cities and regions in the games do. Now, speaking of Rhyme City, that brings us to our next number. In at 7, the train ticket. Early on in the trailer, we see a shot of Tim, the protagonist, looking at a train ticket, which is inside a card that reads Happy Birthday with the number 21 on it. The ticket is from Town, which isn't a city that exists in the world of Pokemon. Rather, it plays like a pun. Leaving town. Get it? While we can't quite make out what the card says, it'd be curious to see where exactly the ticket came from, and if this is before or after Tim encounters Pikachu, although the trailer implies that it's before. And at number 6, the Tshirt Graphics. In a world inhabited by Pokemon, what do people wear? Well, you'll notice that throughout the trailer, Justice Smith's character, Tim Goodman, is wearing a slew of different graphic tees that have noticeable Pokemon references, including one featuring Unknown, the mysterious letter Pokemon, specifically the letter O version. Other t-shirts appear to look like the kinds of t-shirts you're able to dress your Pokemon trainer in later Pokemon games. Now, speaking of Unknown, the letter H Unknown also appears in a sign in the city shots, which is also pretty neat. And at 5, Greninja. There's a ton of cameos in the trailer from beloved Pokemon. Like, a lot, including a very promising Charizard. It's terrifying. Didn't think that that would ever be a thing a live-action film could pull off, huh? Anywho, one of the Pokemon who make a very important appearance is Greninja. At various points in the trailer, they seem to be attacking our protagonist in a fairly threatening manner. Could they be a part of whoever's at the bottom of this story's mystery? Well, only time will tell. Moving on to number 4, Sun Garments. In one of the shots that features part of the city, you'll notice that there are a ton of neon signs, advertising various businesses and services. While we'll jump further into that one in one of our later numbers, one of the smaller details is a sign that reads Sun Garments. What's cool about it is that it appears to be a reference to the fact that in the Pokemon games, the first games that allowed you to customize what your trainer was wearing was Pokemon Sun and Moon. Whether there's any further connection, who knows, but it's a nice detail nonetheless. And at number 3, Hi Hat Cafe. Another cool addition to the cityscape in the film that's featured in the trailer is the Hi Hat Cafe. Hi Hat Cafe appears in the Detective Pikachu game, and becomes a favorite stomping ground of protagonists Tim Goodman and Detective Pikachu. It's known for serving excellent coffee. While we assume that we'll be seeing the characters in that location, if the trailer is any indication, it's nice to see that at least some of the game's details made it into the live-action feature film. Side note, you can also get a closer look at it from the poster that was released for the film too. And there's a couple of other details in the world that you can spot in the poster as well, like a sign for Moo Moo Milk, a Johto Sport Club, which is interesting considering Rhyme isn't technically in Johto in the games, a Pokemart, of course, and a gym called Machamps, among other things. And at number 2, Squirtle's missing poster. There's a shot that features 2 missing Pokemon posters, one of which is Squirtle. While it's sad and it adds some context to what Detective Pikachu might be up to, there's a nice little detail in the poster that you may have missed. Written on it are the words, "Last seen outside Oak Apartments." This seems to be an obvious reference to Professor Oak, who, anyone who's played a Pokemon game will know, is the professor who introduces you to the world of Pokemon at the start of the games. well, most of the games, and gives you your starter Pokemon. And finally, in our number 1 spot, Jigglypuff. Now, for starters, Jigglypuff has fur, guys. What? Wrap your heads around that one, Poke fans. But one neat aspect about Jigglypuff's cameo in the trailer that you may not have picked up on is what Jigglypuff has in its hand. It looks a whole lot like the microphone marker that Jigglypuff in the Pokemon anime was famous for carrying around. Considering it's sitting atop of a table, looking chuffed that a man is sleeping next to it, it seems likely that drawing on people's faces might be this Pokemon's MO too. Alright, there we have it, friends. What else did you notice in the trailer? Give us a shout in those comments below and let us know your thoughts. If you dug this video, spread the love, hit that like button, and if you're new to Top 10 Gaming, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hang out with us some more. We also have a nifty little playlist flashing on your screen right now that you should definitely check out. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one.